Hi everyone, good morning. Second Chronicles 7 verse 1 and 2 says, Now when Solomon had made an end of praying, the fire came down from heaven, consumed the burnt offering and the sacrifices, and the glory of the Lord filled the house, and the priest could not enter into the house of the Lord because the glory of the Lord had filled the Lord's house. Now, let me tell you what's going on here. Solomon just gets done with the finishing touches on the temple in the Old Testament, the abode of God, the place where God would dwell and meet with his priesthood. And his priesthood obviously would go to God for the people. So Solomon finishes the work that was in his father David's heart, and he has this massive worship services. They would sacrifice bulls and lambs, like thousands of them, and the people are all worshiping God. And then Solomon says this lengthy prayer in chapter 6 of Second Chronicles, like asking the Lord to bless his house and to bless the people, and Lord, let the people stay connected to you, God. Let the people love and worship and adore you, and Lord, if they turn from you, take them back if they ask for forgiveness and they pray toward this house. It's an amazing prayer. And it says after that, God divinely accepted Solomon's prayer. And he says, in the proof of his acceptance was the glory of the Lord had so come, and just the presence and the essence of God filled the house of the Lord. And his presence was just so thick. If that was a manifestation physically and spiritually at the same time, probably. But it was so thick that the priest couldn't even enter into the house of God because of the thickness of God's presence. And I just want to talk about that in regards to us today as Christians. Listen, we need more of that in our church. We need more of that in our lives. And I believe God still does things like this. We need more of it. We need to be so filled up with the love of God and the glory of God that when people come in and when other Christians come in, when we're meeting together, when other Christians come in, when we're meeting together, they just sense the fullness of God's presence, that He's among these people in this church. And you know how that happens, brothers and sisters? That happens through loving one another. That happens through faithfulness. That happens through sticking to the Word of God. And that happens through worship of the true God. When that happens, the presence of the Lord will come upon His people. Please pray for more of that at Great Rock Church. God bless.